Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah,
BAHA, YAHAWASHI, BAHA,
double honors to the elders. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Giving salutations to all the occupants on the four corners, teaching truth and sincerity. This is your brother, the YAHAWAH, with the brother
YAHAWAH, Shalom.
Just going to go into how, everything is going off the will, strength, and power of YAHAWASHI. The reason why we are in these times is because of YAHAWASHI. He set up these times to happen for the nation of Israel to get right by His will or get judged by His will. So we're just going to go into a couple precepts, speaking on that point. Baba Kushai, you got anything to say?
No, I'm good.
All right, Khan. Well, let's kick it off at Ecclesiastes 39. Start at verse 16, Baba Kushai.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 39, verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever He commandeth shall be accomplished in due season.
So whatever YAHAWASHI willeth will be accomplished in the season that is supposed to be done in. Just like how the Most High spake unto the children of Israel, telling them the things that He wants them to do, and telling them the things that will befall them if they go against what the Most High wants them to do. Okay? Can you continue, Baba Kushai?
Khan, this is verse 17. And none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For at time convenient they shall all be sought out. At His commandment the water stood as an heap, and the words of His mouth the receptacles of water.
So it says in verse 17, it says, and none may say, what is this? Wherefore, what is that? So no one's going to be able to try to gainsay or try to come up and say something different than what the Most High has already laid out. You can continue, Baba Kushai.
Khan, I got a quick precept.
Khan.
All right, this is Romans chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse. Let's see. Salakia. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to shear His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that He might know, and that He might make known the riches of the glory and on the vessels of mercy which He had afore prepared unto glory? You know what I'm saying? Salaki, there was a point I wanted to make. Because there was one, it's somewhere around here, but it pretty much is not of Him. It says it's not of him who willeth or who runneth, but of the Most High who sheweth mercy. As a matter of fact, there it goes right there. My bad. I should have started up. It's in verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom He will have mercy, and on whom He will hardeneth. Man, that's not well. That's the point right there. But the one I wanted to read was the one that said, "It is not of him who willeth, but or of him who runneth, but of who the Most High shows mercy." You know what I'm saying? So like, you go ahead.
Hey, well, it's not of him that runneth, or it's of YAHAWASHI that will show him mercy or exact judgment. All right, it's all in the will of YAHAWASHI. Could you continue in at 13 because I believe it's going to hit the point.
God, yes, lucky. It was actually verse 16. I should have started up. I should have just started from the top. My bad, my bad.
You good, huh?
All right. Let's see. Back in the Sirach 17, or actually, my bad, 18. At his commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him, and none can hinder when he will save.
Good. So that's the point right there. Really, because read that again about Kushai.
Gone. This is
verse 18.
Yeah, verse 18. At this commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him, and none can hinder him, and none can hinder when he will save.
So he does whatever he will. He does as he deems fit. And no one else can tell him what to do because only he can save. Through the strength and power of YAHAWASHI, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for his salvation. Okay, Bible Kushai, you can continue in verse 19.
Khan, the works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes.
Man, it's just more and more because the wicked can't hide from the day of judgment. Okay? The righteous can't. We can pray unto YAHAWASHI to be delivered out of this kingdom, but we can't, demand, all right? Because it's all in his will. Continue in verse 20.
God, he seeth from everlasting to everlasting, and there is nothing wonderful before him.
So he has seen everything from the beginning to the end. All right? There's nothing wonderful before him because he has seen everything. He has seen Israel in its weakened state, being defiled amongst these other nations, going off. But he has seen the beautifulness of the nation of Israel, following the law, statutes, and commandments, on point, seeing the new covenant being revealed. YAHAWASHI is the one that's putting in place everything that we need to do. You can continue in verse 20. Verse 21.
Verse 21. A man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he had made all things for their uses.
So a man can't go up and try to tell the Most High what to do. Because the Most High has already done everything for their use. All right. So the nation of Israel, which is the righteous, they have a use. And the wicked, they have a use. All right. The Most High has us underneath the heel of the wicked right now. Okay. And he's doing his job. Esau is doing his job to the T. All right. But there's going to be a righteous group. The house of David, they're going to come up and do the will of YAHAWASHI. And just like it said in 2 verses before, YAHAWASHI has already seen all this. All right?
Right.
You got anything else to add on that?
Man, you pretty much hit the point. But, that's right. What I'm saying? The Most High set up everything the way he wanted it to do. What I'm saying? He put Esau in the power seat right now, to rule over us, ultimately because, the nation of Israel went off, and then curses, then curses cleaved unto us. So that's why we're in the situation that we're in, but at the end of the day, it's the Most High who set it up that way. You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah chapter 24, starting at verse 1.
All right.
Just to expound on the points that we already previously made. Isaiah brought it out beautifully.
You said Isaiah 24, verse what?
Verse 1. to the top.
It says Isaiah 24 verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
So that's what the YAHAWASHI has done to the nation of Israel. Okay? He has went into the land and made everything desolate. You can continue.
And it shall be as with the people, so with thee, priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, as with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied. Salaki.
Continue by pushing.
Okay, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken his word.
Because of YAHAWASHI, who spoke the word to bring the nation of Israel into the captivity or subjugation under the other nations, all these things befall the people. Okay? So the Most High did this for a particular reason. So the nation of Israel could come to understand or get right in the latter days, which is right now. This is the latter days.
Right.
You got anything to say on that?
I got a precept. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much the point we made in Romans the 9th chapter. You know what I'm saying? But the point is at the end of the verse. All right. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, 15 verse 7. For the potter tempering soft earth fashioned every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, of the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses, and likewise also all such as serve in the contrary. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, he's the potter, and the clay is in his hands. You know what I'm saying? He makes vessels of honor and dishonor, man. Right now, that vessel of dishonor is Esau, and the vessel of honor is the nation of Israel, man. He put that vessel in a power seat right now. You know what I'm saying? So he's using that vessel. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Most High is gonna pick that vessel up and destroy it and put his vessel of honor on top of that pedestal, man. Or not pedestal, but on top of the shelf, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now that vessel of dishonor is in a, is being used right now. But at the end of the day, the Most High has set a judgment for that vessel of dishonor. All right.
Done. Hey, Babu Shah, what verse are you in that Isaiah?
I'm
Did
still.
you finish it up?
No, I'm still in verse 7. I still got more on it.
Verse 7.
Yeah. You want me to finish it real quick, or you want to get something else real quick?
You can finish verse 7, and after that, jump to Micah 2 and 10.
Okay. All right. So it says back in verse 7, and likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge, man. So the Most High, he's the potter, and he's going to judge what he's going to do with them vessels at the end of the day. The power is in the hands of the Most High, man. Don't matter what Esau says, no matter what he wants, no matter how far he can stretch his hands up in the sky trying to reach. It's at the end of the day, the Most High is the judge. You know what I'm saying?
Done. And because we are really about to go right into that, man, because it's to the will, strength, and power. How about Shimi Shai every step of the way? Babu Shai, if you can get that Micah chapter 2 verse 10.
Khan, I got you. This is Micah. All right, chapter 2. Oh shit. You said verse 10, right? Alright, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Man, so it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. But Jake is over here, sitting down chilling, trying to get whatever he can, and chill under
Con.
You guys say on that?
No, you made the point. You want me to continue on
Well,
that?
hold on. Like it. Nah, jump to Jeremiah 4:1.
Okay,
You know, because
Jeremiah.
it's gonna go right into it.
Okay, Jeremiah 4.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 1. Yeah.
Okay, Con.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 1.
Okay, Con. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 1. If thou wilt return, O Israel, saith the Lord, return unto me, and if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of my sight, then shalt thou not remove, and thou shalt swear, the Lord liveth, in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness, and the nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory.
So the nation of Israel just needs to turn back, you know, as a whole. But that's not going to happen because, you know, through a dispensation of time, you know, of what YAHAWASHI wants that elect. He wants that pure people to come out of the wicked, the ones that are seeking him. All right, because the whole nation. What does it say in Isaiah? I think it's 1:4. The whole head is sick.
Oh, Con, yeah, the whole head is sick. Yep, that's right. You know what I'm saying? And there's no.
You know, because like right now, I mean, Ephraim is vexing Judah. You know, Judah is vexing Ephraim. Okay, like the whole nation is going off because they don't want to understand who their brother is. All right, it says in the Ten Commandments, you know, loosely paraphrasing, you know, love thy neighbor as thyself. You know, but the nation of Israel is just all around bugged out. So the Most High exacted judgment on them and removed them from their land. You know,
Con,
I
I got a precept, or you got another one?
Go ahead and pull your precept out.
Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water, man. You know what I'm saying? They turned their back on the Most High and then went a whoring after these other idols, man. Throughout all the generations of Israel, man, they've always committed that spiritual fornication against the Most High. You know, that's why we're in the situation we're in now.
You know, hey, Bob Kushad, if you get that in Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 18, I believe.
Said Ezekiel.
You know, it'll show just that point. You know, because the nation of Israel is going off. I mean, they completely turned their backs against YAHAWASHI. So in that day of judgment, the Most High is going to lash at your calamity, and He's going to pull back the shoulder from you. You know.
You said 33 and 13.
33 and 18.
Oh, 18, okay. This is Ezekiel 33 and 18. When the righteous turneth from his righteousness and committeth...
Oh, no. 15.
Oh, 15,
I believe. I think it's 2 verses up.
If the wicked restore the pledge, that one?
Hold on. Okay, let me pull it real quick just to make sure.
Okay.
Point on that.
Okay.
Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel chapter 33.
You talking about verse 19 where it says when the wicked turneth from his wickedness?
It's
You talking about verse 12?
No, it's 17. 17.
Okay. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal.
So they say that YAHAWASHI is not equal, but we already know YAHAWASHI is an equal balance. Alright? But see, the people that come up today, just like it was back in the olden times, you know, they're coming up trying to find another way to get right. Okay? Could you read that again, Bob Kushar?
Khan is Ezekiel 33, verse 18. Or Salakia,
17.
verse 17. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal.
So their way is not equal. Their way is not on par with YAHAWASHI. Plus, their ways are not his ways, and his ways are not their ways. So why are you trying to be something that you're not? All right, it's just like Job chapter 35 verse 2.
Okay, you said Job.
Could you please pull that Job 35?
Salaki, you cut off. You said 35 verse what?
Yeah, Con 35 verse 2.
Okay, this is Job 35 verse 2. Thinkest thou that this to be right, that thou sayest, my righteousness is more than God's, or more than the Most High's? For thou sayest.
So these jakes, these 2/3 out here thinking about they can go their own way, and their own way is going to lead them to salvation. Continue up, sure.
Khan, yeah, that's Israelite 101, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you learn, you know what I'm saying? What, Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6? You know what I'm saying? Lean not to thy own understanding. All right, let's see.
Every word that comes out of YAHAWASHI's mouth.
Khan, verse 3, for thou sayest, what advantage will it be unto thee, and what profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin? I will answer thee, and thy companions with thee. Look unto the heavens and see, and behold the clouds which are higher than thou. If thou sinnest, what dost thou against him? Or if thy transgressions be multiplied, what dost thou unto him?
Come on now, man. YAHAWASHI told you what it was. Okay, the nation of Israel continues to go off repeatedly, man. Man, sometimes it vexes me watching our people just go bug ass out. It pisses me off, man. It frustrates me, man. But this has to happen. These days has to go by, okay? Because the Most High is going to exact judgment. You know, the block is because you got any more in that, Joe?
No, that's not.
I believe that was it.
Yeah, that was it on that. But
Lamentations or like, do you have a precept?
No, you want Lamentations?
Yeah, 1 and 1.
Okay, come.
Start from the top.
I got you right here. You said Lamentations chapter 1?
Come.
Verse
1
1?
and 1.
Okay. How doth the city sit solitary that was full of people? How is she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations and princes among the provinces, how is she become tributary?
So I really wanted to bring this out because this is how the nation of Israel started to fall. And this is what's going to happen to the nation, to Babylon the Great. All right, the same thing that happened to us is happening to them. And whenever you view it, this is how you see it. The nation of Israel fell because of their wickedness, because of their abominations that they were doing against YAHAWASHI, and the nation of Babylon. You know, I'm not even gonna call it America, but even though it's bitter confusion anyway. All right, but this nation that we're in right now is gonna fall because of the same thing that the nation of Israel did. But the thing about did you read 1? Could you read 2?
God, she weepeth sore in the night, and her tears are on her cheeks. Among all her lovers she hath none to comfort her. All her friends have dealt treacherously with her. They are become her enemies.
So doesn't that sound like America to you? Does that not sound like this nation that should be destroyed? Because right now the nation of Yasharallah, because we are a people before we are a land, right? So our people being in this, left-handed mind state has been put in the worst case scenario, and the Most High is going to judge America for Babylon the Great, aka Edom, for his transgression. But it's going to judge all. He's going to judge also 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
Can I bring out this verse right here?
Correct.
All right, this is Ezekiel 35. I'm gonna start at verse 4. I will lay thy. Oh, I'm gonna start at verse 3, but the point is in verse 5. And say, Slack. I'm gonna start at verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Mount Seir is talking about Esau, Edom.
Right.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is going to come back and judge Esau, as a nation for all the wickedness and all the atrocities that is committed against the nation of Israel, man. Because, you got to think about it. The Most High set up Esau to be over us in the end days. You know what I'm saying? But like the scriptures say, man, that, they took it too far to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, damn, like chill out. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that they did to Israel is like the Most High set up Esau as a whooping stick, and that whooping stick just took it too far, man. Like, they didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. It pretty much describe the nature of Esau towards the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like we've been reading, man, they're gonna pay for that. That's why we bring out Revelations 13:9. He that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Just think about all the times that Esau, the so-called white man, think about all the times, all the things that he's done to the nation of Israel throughout history, man. Even unto this day. And they gonna have to pay for that. You still there, Tasha?
Other nations, with the nation of Edom, has taken the nation of Israel and basically just completely defiled. Okay, but through the strength and power of YAHAWASHI, he's going to renew us. Bakusha, do you have any more on that?
I mean, there's a lot, but I mean, if you have another precept.
Could you please get Bakusha Baruch 5:1?
Okay, Baruch.
Because Baruch 5:1, because we gotta let the people know that the nation of Israel is going to be saved. The 1/3 and the elect is going to be saved through the strength and power of YAHAWASHI. And whenever we are saved and delivered from Babylon, all right, blessings. We're going to get blessings. Bakusha, you got it?
Come on, this is Baruch chapter 5, verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from Yahweh forever. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from the Most High, and set a...
See that right there. See, just like the heathen are going to get a double piece of this ass whooping, we're going to get a double blessing because of the affliction that we had to go through. You can
Back in verse 2, cast about the double garment of the righteousness, which cometh from the Most High, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of everlasting. From the Most High will shew thy brightness unto every country under heaven. You know, a diadem is it's like a crown. You know what I'm saying?
Crown. Hey, and the Most High is going to show, the Most High is going to go and show the nation of Israel to all these other nations. Like, this is my beloved. This is who I'm highly favored in. They're gonna do that. Revelations 1 and 7. You know, because YAHAWASHI, He wills it to happen. He's gonna do that for us. You know, and it all happens in a dispensation of His time. Okay, it's not a dispensation of our own time. Even though, you know, it's gonna be beautiful to be held everything that He's going to give us. You know, but it's still in His time, so we have to wait and be steadfast, you know, for the nation, for YAHAWASHI. But you can continue about the shot if you got
more. Let's see, verse 4, for thy name shall be called of God forever, the peace of righteousness and the glory of the Most High's worship. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. And behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High, man. So Israel, at the end of the day, man, is going to be put back on top. You know what I'm saying? Because we originally are supposed to be judging this earth in righteousness. But right now, Esau's in power. So everything's all messed up. You know what I'm saying? You got the water polluted, the air's polluted. You know what I'm saying? The food has literally got shit in it. Like literally human feces in it. And who knows what else. You know what I'm saying? Your children are a mess. Just little monsters running around everywhere. The nation of Israel is
women are out, huh?
Right. Yep. You know, everything's just jacked up. No, you're good. The nation of Israel is just jacked up, period. You know what I'm saying? We need YAHAWASHI to come back and restore everything. You know what I'm saying? And for the elect to rule and for everything to be put back in balance. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and it's just everything is going to happen, but it's going to happen in the Most High dispensation of time. We gotta continue to, you know, do the work. You know, be prudent to the will. You know, putting these scriptures with our lives and walking in them. Okay, these are the things that we must do. You know, like if you got anything else.
Nah, that's pretty much it on that one.
Done. Alright, well, with that, you know, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BAHA, YAHAWASHI, the honors unto the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. You know, peace and salutations to all the occupants on the four corners, teaching the truth and sincerity. You know, shalom.
Shalom.